All right. So, techie day, everyone. Good day, everyone. So, we are all here again. So, I made a pre recorded session regarding our final topic, our last topic here in empowerment technologies. So, again, I will upload this video lesson to my YouTube channel for you to be able to watch in your convenient time. So this topic is our last topic and it is included in our second quarterly exam. The PowerPoint of this lesson was already uploaded in our Google Classroom. I encourage everyone to browse that and read that learning material. So I made this video lesson for you to be able to understand more our last lesson in empowerment technologies. So without further ado, let us start. But before that, we have an activity. This is entitled Emoji Game. So I will show you some emojis and you have to guess on your minds what does it pertains. So example, yan. There are two emojis and it can make a word. It pertains to a word. So the correct answer in this example is Dropbox. That's how it goes. Let us start. So I preferred 9. Emoji game number 1. The answer is online. Next. How about this? The answer is Google Drive. Next. Sometimes there are two words. Sometimes there are one word. Emoji game number 3. The answer is Tumblr. Next, two words. The answer is mind map. Next, one word. The answer is software. Next, two words. The answer is survey form. One word. The answer is presentation. Next, one word. The answer is sharing. And the last one word. The answer is collaborate. So our topic for today, based on our motivation, is online collaborative tools and processes. So let us start. Let us first define what is online collaboration tools. In this era of modern technology, softwares used by users that are working together and doing tasks at the same time. So there are two types of using softwares at the same time. There is so-called real-time or synchronous collaboration. There's also using of software together but at different times. It is called asynchronous or collaboration. During the pandemic, we often hear the terms synchronous and asynchronous. And as of this moment, in our distance learning modality, I know that you're still hearing these terms. When we say synchronous, all are working on the same task or using an app at the same time in real time. While asynchronous, you are using same apps, you are doing same tasks online but in different time. Okay? So software used by users who are doing work together in one place, if all the users are in one place, that's called face-to-face or collocated. If the users of a certain application or device is in different places, it's called non-collocated or in distance learning. Pero lahat yan ay online collaboration tools ang ginagamit. There are different types of online collaboration such as shown in this graphic organizer. such as research, file sharing, collaborative writing, communication, audio and visual creation, project management, data collection, and online activity. There are also main uses of collaboration tools. Number one, such as in communication, we often use collaboration tools to communicate with other people online. So one of the example is this application. This is the logo on the left side and the example interface on the right side. This app is called Lotus Notes, used to communicate with other people distantly. Second one, still under communication, this app is called Viber. It mostly used in business transactions and in corporate world. Next, this is an example still under communication. This is WeChat, which is famous in other Asian countries. Next, this is famous in the Philippines, still under communication. This is Telegram. Next, let's go to second main uses. Conferencing. Number two na to So this is Google Meet. Next, under pa rin ng conferencing, this is Zoom. Under pa rin ng conferencing, this logo is widely used or this application is widely used by the youth. Discord. Conferencing pa din. This is Skype. This logo is product of Microsoft. This is Microsoft Teams. And next, the third, coordination. This is Google Suite or Google Suite. That contains many products. This is the products of Microsoft, still under coordination. All these apps are interconnected to each other. They are coordinated to each other. It's like a digital workspace. So let us now go to specific examples of online collaboration tools. This is file sharing tools. If we're going to define, file sharing is the practice of giving access to digital information or resources, including documents, multimedia, graphics, computer programs, images, and ebooks to a collaborator. It is the private or public distribution of the data or resources in a network with different levels of sharing privileges. There are specific examples of applications under file sharing tools. One of these is Dropbox, which we already discussed in our topic in uploading and photo sharing sites. Dropbox offers online file sharing with local storage and SingSing. Dropbox can be used exclusively as a web-based file sharing tool to easily share files with your friends by uploading and organizing files in its folders. Next, one of the famous file sharing tool that most of the teachers and students are using is the Google Drive, still a product of the Google. Function as a file storage and file sharing service, as well as a site for you to work on documents, spreadsheets, presentations, and drawings online. Next, WeTransfer, a quick file sharing tool that allows up to 2 gig of data per transfer in a simple and secure background. To send files, you just have to type the email address of the recipient along with your own email address. So, medyo iba yung way niya, no? Para makapag-send tayo ng files, kailangan ng email address. So, this is the logo of WeTransfer. There is a limitation, 2 gig lang ang pwede. We must always remember that all applications has limitations. Ang Google Drive hanggang 15 gig lang ang kaya. So, kailangan marami tayong alam ng mga backup applications or tools online. So, meron tayong mga options or choices lalo na kapag if one application or website is not working. So, dapat lagi tayong merong alternatives. Next, there is also an app called For Shared. It is a commonly used cloud service system which gives users the freedom to store their files in the cloud. So you can explore these applications or websites if you have time. Next, there is also an application or a file sharing tool entitled Blast Transfer. It is a free web-based service that gives you the freedom to share files with your friends. To share the files, online Blast Transfer only needs a web browser. So let us now go to second specific types of examples of online collaboration tools. It is presentation or visualization tools. Nowadays, in the business and in the academe, presentation is widely used digitally. Presentation tools are software used to create a sequence of text and graphics and audio and video to accompany a speech or a public presentation. Examples of this, the famous Prezi. It's a tool alternative to PowerPoint that is usually used for business presentations. Slides zoom in and transition to the next during a presentation. This results in a more cinematic visual effect on the presentation. So, kung gusto niyo ng magandang presentation na nagso-zoom in, zoom out, maganda yung transition, cinematic, try nyo yung Prezi. Kaso, magla-login ka dito, tapos parang may bayad to. Pero you can explore and you can try. Next, I know that the students and teachers know this because pwede kang mag-upload, download ng mga presentation dito na ready-made na. So, SlideShare is a web-based slide hosting service which allows its user to connect and share presentations virtually. MindMeister, eto panggawa naman to ng graphic organizer, specifically mind map. MindMeister, one word lang talaga, it is an online mind mapping tool that lets you capture, develop, and share ideas visually. It can be used as a mind map editor for brainstorming, note taking, project planning, and tons of other creative tasks. The only downside is completely web-based lang siya. Which means there is no downloading and no updating of files. So pag gagawa ka ng mind map sa MindMeister, digital lang, walang downloading. Ganito yung itsura. Parang mga neurons, kaya tinawag na mind map. Next, third specific example of online collaboration tools are blogging tools. Blogging has become one of the avenues for people to express themselves over the internet. Very soon, after blogging sites and internet publishing tools became available. So the letter V of blogging, text and pictures only, no video. Examples of blogging tools are one of these is WordPress. It is a free open source publishing software that can be installed locally on a web server and viewed on a proprietary website or hosted in the cloud and viewed on the WordPress website. The next is the Blogger. It is a free blogging site from Google that allows members to share texts, photos, and videos. It offers private and multi-user blog with customized templates, timestamp entries, archive pages, commenting capabilities and abilities. So, yan yung mga kakayahan ng blogger. Yan yung logo, color orange. Tumblr. It is a popular microblogging platform designed for creative self-expression. It is considered a mindful alternative to Facebook and other social media websites where users blog a myriad of topics. So parang Twitter yung logo pero hindi po yan Twitter. X na po kasi yung Twitter. Live Journal. It is a social media platform that allows members to keep a blog, journal, or diary and share their interests. It is a free and open source server software that was designed to run the Live Journal virtual community. That's the logo and a screenshot of interface of Live Journal. Let us go to other online tools such as mapping. Online mapping uses GPS or global positioning system. Online mapping services are used for finding locations, creating routes by encoding the address or specific location. It is also provides other functions like zooming and satellite images and traffic information. The most famous mapping tool is Google Map or Google Maps. It is a web mapping service developed by Google. It offers satellite imagery, street maps, 360-degree panoramic views of streets, traffic conditions. Next, Wikimapia. It is an open content collaborative mapping site with the use of interactive web map. This is the example interface of Wikimapia. Next, there are also survey tools. Survey tools allow you to create survey and forms to get feedback from your customer or audience. Conduct market research and other research. So there are so many digital survey tools that you can use. The most famous is the one that made by Google called Google Forms. For research purposes, this is very famous. Google Forms is a tool within Google Drive for creating online survey forms. It does support basic data validation, basic skip logic, and a range of question types. So, ito yung itsura ng Google Forms. You can explore this dahil magagamit nyo ito sa research. Next, there is an app called SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey is online survey software that helps you to create and run professional online survey. It is a very powerful and a well-known online application. As a leading survey and feedback management solution, it enables users to collect, interpret, and analyze data to drive growth and innovation. Ayan, ito yung logo and example interface pag gumamit ka ng SurveyMonkey. Ayan. Itong mga susunod na hindi ko na masyado babasahin, pero ito ay mga example ng survey tools pa din. Medyo mahaba kasi, no? Basahin nyo na lang po, guys. So, ito yung Typeform. Survey tools pa din, specializes in online form building and online surveys. Yan yung logo sa kaliwa at yung example interface sa kanan. So, lahat yan may kanya-kanyang advantages and disadvantages pag ginamit mo. May kanya-kanyang limitations din yung mga app na yan. Try nyo na lang, explore nyo na lang. Depende na lang kung ano ang tingin nyo mas gusto nyo at mas appropriate sa purpose nyo. May tinatawag pong Soho survey. It helps you to create a survey with a simple drag and drop interface. Online din with real-time reports. Kaya with 10 questions per survey and 100 responses per survey. So this is the logo and example interface once you use Soho Survey. There is an app called Survey Planet. It is an alternative survey tool that you can use if the other apps are not working. Next, let us now go through this last specific type of online collaboration tools for music. Music creation tools allows you to produce music online. There's an app called Sibelius. Sibelius is a score writer program developed and released by Sibelius Software Limited. It's beyond for creating, editing, and printing music scores. Next, there is called Audacity. Audacity is a free and open source digital audio editor. Kapag ka mag-edit tayo ng music, pag magre-remix tayo ng kanta, you can use Audacity. It is for recording application software. It can be used and available for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and other Unix-like operating system. This is Audacity. Next, there's called WavePad, which is famous for mixing sounds. WavePad or is an audio editor that has a full-featured professional audio and music editor. You can edit, record music, voice, and other audio recordings in this. You can cut, copy, and paste audio effects in this audio editor application. This is WavePad. Next, Ocean Audio is a cross-platform, easy to use, fast and functional audio editor. It is the ideal software for people who need to edit and analyze audio files without complications. Excuse me. Ocean Audio also has a powerful features that will please more advanced users. That's all. Thank you so much for listening. Good luck to your second quarter exams. Thank you so much.